Alright, looks like we are live. Let me make sure that I actually go live on Twitch as well. Here we go. Boom, baby. Alright, well, welcome back. Welcome back to my viewers. Glad to have you here. We're back again today with our low-level dragon communion build. We have kind of reached the main goal for this build. We got into the DLC, we got the Lamented form, we got the Dragon form. We even cheesed Bayle in the last episode. Not that we can do anything in terms of like Bayle incantations yet. But I'm feeling pretty good about where we got now. As far as going forward is concerned, I'm going to continue the series right now, mostly because I have nothing better to do. I have other builds that, you know, I've been working on, but this is the one I started streaming with recently, and I want to keep this character going. Red and Var right there on the bottom. He's come a long way. We're still a Rune level 7+0 prophet. But look at us now. Look what we have. We got the boomstick from Florissax. And you know what the boomstick can do? It can do that. Pretty cool, huh? So this weapon art, you know, it could be buffed by Shard of Alexander, also by Godfrey Icon, and it puts a debuff on enemies that are hit by it, and makes them 20% weaker to lightning. So, you know, I was talking to Unsightly here on the stream a couple streams ago, and he was suggesting that even at Rune level 7+0. Some of the Dragon Pelt incantations, like the Ancient Dragon's Lightning, still do that massive damage. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna be trying it for sure. But yeah, we cheesed the heck out of Bayle. So now Bayle is no longer the Dread, but he is the Dead. And our character is looking good. I mean, look at how sexy he is. It doesn't really get better than this, guys. So, you know, when I set out to make this build, I really wanted to see how Lamenter's going to do a low level. And I must admit, so far it's actually been kind of underwhelming. You know, the 8 Arcane is nice, but the lower defenses definitely show up. He's definitely squishier than the Dragon form. I'm not sure how I feel about it. What I think is going to happen though, and I'm going to be doing testing on this at some point. So we're going to take this character and move him up to different invasion brackets, different level brackets. But I was playing with one of the calculators, like character builders, the EIP character planner for Elden Ring, and checking different levels. And what I found is that actually at mid-level is where we might actually get the highest bang for the buck on the Lamented form. Something around level 50 or 60-ish, plus 12, plus 15, is where this thing might actually be the best. Where the 8 arcane and the scaling that you get on seal really benefits the build massively by like over 20%. Or if it's not 20%, it's close. And then it becomes an argument in terms of like the utility that you get, because you're saving potentially a talisman slot on a dragon build with the 8 arcane. So it's not just boost that you get from the arcane, but also the talisman slot. This is where I think this thing might actually be optimal. At low levels, you just don't get the scaling. And this Dragon Communion seal in particular tends to shine really well when you're kind of like in the middle of the pack in terms of stats. Like you haven't reached your soft gaps yet. You're kind of in the middle. Is where you seem to get the most scaling. That's kind of interesting, you know. Oh, cool. You made it. That was an uncharged version. Okay, so this thing actually can be like it's not just you could do an uncharged version. You can do a charged version. Cool. Yeah, so this thing, I don't think we'll really be able to use it in invasions, unless we specifically build for it. But for our character, for our playthrough, I think it will come in handy potentially. And we'll test it. We'll test it in PvP as well. I think it's really good at max level upgrade. This weapon arc can damn near one-shot people, even at like 1700 HP. It's kind of shocking. Like, no pun intended. Like, literally does a shit ton of damage. And the weapon itself is good. It gets hyper armor on the two-handed moveset. And I believe it does thrusting damage, right? Yeah, pierce damage. All pierce. So every attack on it is pierce damage, so it benefits from the spirit talisman. So if you actually use this to trade, yeah, GG. And it's pure physical damage. Look at that thing. Yep, pure physical. Kind of quality is on the scaling, at least it appears to be based on right here. But I think it's actually really strength arcane. Okay, let's see. So yeah, one of the things that was really interesting is we tried killing this Drake over here, the Jagged Peak Drake, the one that's like the double dragons. And he was absolutely one-shotting us in Elemental form with, despite all of our like protections and stuff. I think we might want to armor up. And maybe get a few more shell tree blessings before we come back in there. If he's one-shotting us, then Sennisax will absolutely one-shot us for sure, which is also another dragon that we have to take down. But we can kind of take a break on the DLC stuff right now. Like, look, we have 9 Heki pots. We have 8 ritual pots. I know that we can get one if we go further into the sewers, which is something we can try. I forget what the last one is. But man, we're kind of like tapped out here. We can probably kill a few more of the furnace ones. I think we've killed 2. We haven't killed any of the ones that you have to fight straight up. I kind of do want to go into the church district though, and get the weapon from Bayle. I think we killed them in Bayle already. And yeah, this fight over here was rough. We also have a weapon we need to pick up over here too. I don't know if we'll be able to use that. I think it requires too much dex. But it's a good one for faith build, with faith light on. What I want to do, guys. Maybe we just do some PvPing today, just to kind of relax a little bit. We went through quite a few rune arcs as we're pressing forward. Probably have a bunch of dungeons that we need to clear out. Some of them easier than others. Yeah, we also kind of structured the build for 2 different variants. Yeah, look at what we're using for that dragon, and we got absolutely one shot with its physical attacks. So the physical attack defense was, we did not have enough defense. And remember, in the DLC we have like all the Shadow Tree blessings, so we actually have something like close to 70% defense over there. But yeah, that was something that happened. Yeah, this is wild. You know, like the incant scaling is 161 on a +0. That's nuts. Oh, we have a whole lot of runes. Oh yeah, we're killing Bayle. Yeah, we just killed Bayle.
Back unusual this.
It's like over-level phantom type of runes.
Have a safe journey.
Yeah, I think, you know, maybe we can invade a little bit. Kind of chill. Yeah, the Lamented form is very, very, very squishy. That's and then we set up our inventory down here with weapons that don't require very much strength or dexterity, because we only have like 11 strength and dex. So we kind of had to make our own little separate inventory. Oh, look at these guys. They're so cute. Got one. Thanks, buddy. I don't know if you realize what's happening here. Ooh, nice one. Maybe I should go and spend my runes before I go and invade a lot. There's always a chance you might lose the roach when you start invading like this. Yeah, let's do a quick trip over here, collect some chicken feet. I don't know if there's something we want to farm. I feel like we need more Lord Sworn swords. And short spears. And maybe another short sword. We got a few. So we're alright. You know, it's not very serious right now. I think things will get serious at some point. I kind of want to make this an honest build where all of our stuff is naturally acquired. Because we could get a mod activated to like do like the merchant, for example, or use cheat engine. I'm on PC. But I wanted to keep this an honest playthrough with an honest character. And honestly, it has been a lot of fun. It's kind of cool going through the game. I think we burnt our America's Blessing. We had one. And I used it by accident because I typically keep my my physic over there. For some reason, I had taken it off. When I wanted to put it back on, I put the American Blessing instead of the physic and used it without needing to. So yeah, that was kind of devastating. I thought about rolling back the save just because of that. But we'll get a couple more actually. You get like 3 or 4 per playthrough. I think you get some from the once you get the hinterlands. The Earthly Sentinels there give you each one of them gives you a blessing. Okay, so what am I doing here? You don't want to spend my money. But yeah, so that's that. Also, I've had some changes here at home. Got my desk all fixed. So I'm back to like fully operational state right here. It's really nice. So a few years ago, during COVID, I got relegated to the basement. And I don't live down here for like the whole year before I realized I gotta do something about this. So I decided to fix up the basement. Did like the whole finish thing. It turned out really nice. But I wanted to get a giant desk, and I couldn't find a desk of the size that I wanted. So I made myself one. And my father-in-law was here a couple years ago, and he actually polished it. He loves woodworking. So he polished it and finished it and made it like super nice. But then, because I was using it so much, I kept, you know, like essentially damaging the wood by putting my greasy skin on it. And I decided to actually take it apart and repolish it, and then ordered myself a giant piece of glass to cover the surface. So that's all done now. The glass just arrived today, and it's really, really nice. Okay. Let's see here. Have we done this dungeon? I don't know if we have. One of the ones that just kind of like jumped at me earlier when I was like looking around the map. Looks like we have. Perfume of Ruins. There's a dungeon down here that we definitely haven't done. Go visit that place. So we'll do something. I think we should do something. In terms of like playthrough. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. See what we get. If we get any invasions, we'll switch back out. You know, like another thing we really haven't been using is perfumes. I got nuked by a perfume a couple weeks ago. I invaded somebody that looked like a... Was it solo or host? Which should have been the hands. Because they looked like they knew what they were doing. They were okay at PvP. And then as the fight went on, because we kind of threw into a stalemate, all of a sudden this guy started taking out like more and more broken gear. And before I could adjust, you know, he Fred postballed me to sleep and then nuked me with a perfume. Which, you know, reminded me how cool this game is. Oh, buddy. Here you go. Oh my god. Oh, there goes the rune arc. That went really well. I wasn't prepared for that. No, in my defense, I should have hit him. But he managed to whack me, I guess, at just the right moment. But yeah, back to the story, you know. I don't know, like, we should have perfumes in our arsenal. I don't like using them at this level because they can be a one-shot. But then again, so can a lot of other things. You know, the dragon breaths and stuff like that using are obviously like one-shot type of things as well. But I think like they're a little bit more honest because they can be dodged fairly easily. The perfumes are another story though, especially like in that combo with the steep. And I think they're just a little bit too nasty. I mean, like when I use a dragon breath, that empties my FP bar. I can probably use like 5 or 6 perfume blasts before it empties my FP bar. Like speaking of which, we went in here. On keys, oh, we have quite a lot. I don't even remember what's in this dungeon. Why are we here? Ooh. Well, maybe I remember something. I remember you over here. Holy shit, we did not do any damage to that guy. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have a rune arc. I can't use these weapons. So we want that, and we want to do... maybe this. Strength? Yeah, now we can one-hand our weapon. Iron Cleaver. I love that weapon. Actually, that's kind of cool. I don't think we had one on this build. By the way, there is another one that's going to come out right around the corner. Hey. Oh. Okay. Okay. He roll cut just perfectly, apparently. I didn't realize that. I missed the roll, and then he roll caught me, and then because I was trying to roll, that got queued, and then he roll caught me again. So that was an adventure. There goes another monarch. We're basically dying to these enemies left and right. Okay, I mean, come on. I thought I delayed it, and I didn't. I think it was queued again. Man, this is brutal. I managed to kill one guy this time. Can we do it? Maybe we should use our standard form. I mean, we have a little bit. That's like this. Yeah, I mean, let's all make ourselves a little bit tankier here, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, let's use our standard loadout for now. Go back to using Lamenter stuff and Dragon Form stuff at some point. Okay. Oh, we need to clean up our spells too. Oh. How is that not a backstab? Jesus Christ, this thing is so freaking janky. Bastards. Alright, well, we're doing a little bit better now. Wait. path here. Oh, okay, I'm starting to remember. There's going to be a guy that comes out right from over there. I was about to kind of see him. Let's give him a nice little welcome. Yes, I'm starting to remember now what we're doing here. Whoa. Who are you, dude? There's going to be a guy down here. Oh, there he is. Okay, apparently, that happens. Get that dog out here. He's not one of those dudes. Oh yeah, we definitely want to. Okay. That does really good damage shooting like that. Need Bloodstained Blade on the build. Yeah. I don't remember now. Hello. I think this is where the dude is that we saw from above, right? There he is. Okay, I can't parry that. I can parry that one though. Hello, buddy. Nice. Okay, so we killed the guy. Gotta drop down. We have our regen on these. All these dudes are going to be sleeping here. Good way to wake up. I actually had a few invasions in this dungeon. Pretty entertaining dungeon. Especially if the big guy gets involved. A lot of people don't know how to fight those guys, omens. They start panicking. Now the bad thing about the omen is he can hit you too. He's an invader, so look out. We will be conducting server maintenance. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know when that is. Does that mean the DLC is coming? I don't remember what the boss is going to be here. Let's go in with our battle hammer. And then we should summon. We'll get our skeletons out. Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Really want to get rid of the perfumer, or this guy can get. Whoa, buddy! Excuse me. Can we oh, we can do that. How about that? Ooh. Didn't do very much. Let's try again. That's pretty good. Pretty dang good. Alright. What's this place called? Wait. Yeah. Unsightly Catacombs. Okay, that's interesting where we ended up. Pretty cool. Situation over. Oh, we need to kill Rykard too, don't we? Now, Rykard is going to be a challenge because we can't summon the Mimic. But maybe we can get into the DLC. I don't know if I get the Lion Head. The Lion Imp Head, if that will give me enough HP to summon the Mimic. But yeah, apparently that's a thing. Which I didn't even realize because we fully upgraded our Mimic. And you know, like the Mimic is, because we're low level, the Mimic is not going to be as strong, but the Mimic still scales very well, even though you're low level. But we haven't made our way to here. We should. Let's come over here. Check the merchant. I want to fix my spells. So what were we doing? Were we doing catch flame? Were we doing Flame of Frenzy? I was doing either lightning spear or I think lightning spear I was using a lot. But I feel like yeah. Got this. And cleanse me, we need blood flame blade. We're so close to being able to use this. I feel like, so Dragon Claw and even these. Why does it say I can't use it right now? Because our faith is not enough without the faith talisman. But we can use this one. So that's for our side, though, not when we invade this loadout. But if I invade as a Lamenter, we certainly can use it. Because we'll have the arcane. Yeah, I think we were doing that. Now we can't use this developmentor though, because that need madness. Let's try this. No, we're not going to be using Bill's tyranny. Sure. What else can we try? We had this on the build, but I was really impressed with it. It was working well when you friendly somebody. Hey, Mercilessly, how you doing, man? When you madness somebody, you could just nuke them with this point blank range. How you doing, man? Happy, I guess, Wednesday over there? Put rejection on here, actually. Did you manage to beat your game?
Back already. Unusual to this age. Have a safe journey.
I don't know if you noticed this earlier when I was looking at the spells. Look at what we have here. Hello, hello. Yeah, you see that? I cheesed the crap out of Bayle. It was amazing. I snuck into the arena and farted on him until he died. Doing a little bit of playthrough stuff here. I'm gonna make my way into the tower right now. I don't think I'm gonna do the tower screen, but I just wanted to unlock the grace. But yeah, made some progress through the game. Look at this thing. I think that's a plus something, plus 9 upgrade maybe or something. Yeah, plus 7. It's a rare one, I think. Oh, nice. Ah. Eight. 8. Yeah, so we killed Bayle. I got the flower stone gavel. Yeah, good job, man. I think I'm a long way from finishing the game. And that's the thing, I want to get into New Game Plus because now I want a second Dragon Communion Seal. So I guess now that you've killed everything, you can go and do that. I'm a long way from that. There's a few things I'm not going to be killing. I'm not going to be bothering with Melania. Or Council for Radahn. I don't need that in my life. That would be entertaining. I like this stuff down here. Yeah, man, Rune level 7 is like the new meta. I love it. This has been entertaining to play through the game like this. Like, I think this is gonna be entertaining right here. Dealing with these fuckers. Yeah, so I definitely want to get the second Dragon Communion seal. And the other seals too. Man, I remember when Flame of the Red Mains used to like stun everything on like one go. It was so good. They didn't really need to nerf that. Maybe it should have been toned down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying different invasion practices. Like, I want to try Rune level 7 with like +1 Somber, just to kind of see what happens. I don't think anything drastic will happen. I think Rune, +1 Somber still can invade unupgraded. Now I want to take it to like +15, I think. Rune level 15 is, I think, where it will really shine. But we'll be trying 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Holy shit, that guy almost freaking one-shot me with his bomb. Back up here. Do I have light steel fist on something? I do. Shit. Dude, you're making my life very difficult right now. Can we talk about this? How did you do that? This dude is absolutely fucking me up. Here, take that. Yeah, so I want to try the different level brackets. I think the Lamentor form. So I was playing around with the calculator in the last couple days online, just trying to see when is the Lamentor form really optimal. And I think it actually ends up being optimal at mid-level, like around level 50 or 60, where you get such a massive boost from the 8 arcane points. That it kind of overpowers the 20% boost you get from the dragon form. Plus you also get a Falcon slot. But I think that's essentially where the Lamentor really kind of takes over. Which I really thought it would do really well on the levels, but it doesn't seem to actually, based on what I've seen so far. It's not, I don't think it's really better than the dragon form at really low level. It doesn't have to be. I mean, I think it'll be better in certain circumstances, but not for the Dragon Communion seal, not for the dragon spells. Oh, I am not doing any damage with this thing. Why is that? Yeah, we're getting these notifications about the server maintenance. I wonder if that's going to be the DLC. I mean, they've been saying February for this DLC, but I don't know. I think it's turning into a myth. That just won't happen. There's like a Newman Rune down there or something like that. Yeah, the dragon form buff. It's not just that. I think the other thing Like, the dragon form has better defense. And honestly, it's kind of noticeable. I mean, the Lamentor form gives you a little bit of defense, but the dragon form has, like, significantly better defense. Like, I'm noticing my Lamentor is very squishy. Like, the other thing that really, really pissed me off about the Lamentor, which I didn't expect, was the fact that it takes away your focus. So just doing this, you instantly madness yourself just by one cast of the Frenzy Flame. When you are a Lamentor at low level. So yeah, it just feels like the dragon form might be better at low levels too. Now, if you're not going to be using the Dragon Communion spells, which get boosted by the seal, there may be a case with the Lamentor. In terms of, oh my god. What a way to die. That was so lame. I tried to quit out and I didn't make it. F. But yeah, so I'm really going to be doing, I think, quite a bit of testing to see if the Lamentor form really kind of makes sense. Because I have a build that's like, I think around 110, like Rune level 110, that I specifically made for the Lamentor form, and it works really well. But there's that but. It's a sneak build. So the fact that, you know, you don't really get to use the buff when you're sneaking around, really kind of like compounds things as well. But I was really intrigued when the Lamentor came out, and I was thinking, you know, there's got to be a point at which it's better. I don't know what that point is, because once you hit your soft caps, the dragon form is better. If nothing else than just for the defense. I mean, like, straight up, that 15% defense is pretty insane when you're not wearing any armor. I think the Lamentor gives you like something like 5 or 6% defense, which is not that much. What the fuck? So yeah, when you compare the dragon and the Lamentor form, well, okay. Here's where I'm supposed to go. Am I gonna fucking die again because of this shit? Goddamn horse. Alright, I think I'm supposed to go up here. I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, yeah, getting that Lamentor form was pretty damn hard. I don't know if you saw any of that on the VOD, because I don't think you were on when I was doing that. That was really just a luck fight. I mean, it's like I came up with a good strategy, but there was still just a lot of luck involved. I'm not really a fan of fights like that. When it's like just straight up luck, I don't really care for it. If I'm getting obliterated by some really hard boss, because they have a good moveset and I screwed up, that's one thing. Yeah, lightning is really good. But you can buff the fire. made it here. I'm not gonna do this thing now. But we will go kill the guy at the bottom at some point. Go grab the rune up here. Also, like the magic hefty pots. Those do a lot of damage too. And it's also kind of, I think, compounded by the fact that typically if you're playing a wizard, you have the magic crystal tier anyways. Plus, you can boost them with Terra Magic though, which is then takes them into like nuclear territory. Now that I've done this playthrough, I'm kind of curious if I should make a really low level sorcerer. But I do have a mage that's like level 23. That's pretty far in the game. That mage is not in the DLC or anything, but I think I might have all 4 talisman slots on it already. I just wish I wouldn't have leveled it up. Or if I did, then I would have stayed at like level 10 or something. Okay. I feel like just invading right now. I don't really feel like playing anymore. I could maybe like doing a few invasions here, just kind of relax. Not that invasions are really relaxing, but we're gonna go to this. And I'm gonna unload this stuff, like the extra stuff. You know, like my point is like the dragon form actually has really good defense. Considering what it is. I think the dragon form just gives you like a flat 15%. Okay, so we want militant prosthesis. This is our loadout here. And this. Let's do this. And we're good to go. Yeah, because I use the opaline tier, the hard tier, which boosts your defense even more on pretty much all my builds. I think that's one of the best invasion, tiers. And then at low level, the health regen is crazy. I think it tapers off at higher levels, but it's still really good. I know a lot of people like using the one that like restores your HP if you're low. But Like if I'm doing like a mage build, not so much for the dragon build, but like a sorcerer or a pyromancer or something, I'll use the elemental gears. Yeah, 30% physical is pretty crazy. Now that's not true for PvP though. Like the using like the dragon crest like shield like is really nerfed in PvP. Which I hate. I wish like I mean I understand why they nerfed them, but I wish the nerfs weren't as big. It would make wearing them worth it. Like the defense talismans. Ooh. Blue collar guy. What are we dealing with here? I think things are dead in this world. Yeah, HP is the problem initially, yeah, for sure. But you have Light Bolt, which should not be underestimated. Okay, look what we're dealing with here. Okay, the whole world is not dead. This guy might be over leveled, but I don't know. Could just be a regular PvEer that just the strength build. Let's go find out. I think he's telling me.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Now you want to fight? Ooh! Ooh, nice one. Oh man, that was rough. I want to make peace with you. I like this wizard. Good luck on your travels, buddy. I mean, the guy let me, like, this is so unwizard-like. He actually let me duel his Phantom, and the Phantom was like, they were both chill. Nightmare. I like the name. No, I don't know what we're dealing with here. They've been here. They're taking this up. This is the thing I find really surprising, like how many invasions we get at Stormvale. Ooh. on a second. Yeah, I hear them. Oh, there they are. I don't know what we're dealing with here. Okay. I don't know if that person's over level. We're gonna find out. Uh-oh. Well. That's a deal. I think that's the server maintenance. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out if we have a DLC at the end of this. But I think that's a good place for me to call it. It's a shorter stream tonight, but kind of like I'm happy because I got my setup all configured over here. Yeah, I think this is a good time to just call it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, Mercilessly. It's good to see you, man. I'll probably be back tomorrow or the day after. I'm gonna keep chugging through the game. I think I do want to beat the game. I do want to get to the second Dragon Communion seal and the other seals as well before we start really messing around with the build. But yeah, fun times. Yeah, you have yourself a good day, okay? All right, I'm out of here. Later.